Hey everyone, this is Shagg. Flame Mammoth stage left me unsatisfied, so it's time for a double helping of Mega Man Maverick Hunter X as Vile. That means next up is Boomer Kuwanger, or Boomerang Kuwanger if you favor the newfangled addition of 3 letters. Boomerang, or Boomer, or Kuwanger, or BK is my favorite Maverick in this game, mostly because as a kid when I first played Mega Man X without the Maverick Hunter part, I was like, what the heck is a Kuwanger? So I went to the school library and they had this gigantic dictionary, and I tried to look it up. And, well, obviously I didn't find it, but later in life I found out it's some crazy Japanese term for cockroaches or something. Anyway, Boomerang Kuwanger gave me quite a bit of trouble until I realized how incredibly obvious his weakness was. Well, let's see. In X mode, his weakness is the homing torpedo, so in Vile mode, his weakness is missiles! I'm gonna go ahead and choose... Well, I've already shown the best missile, so I'll just use this one. It's a little weird. You'll see why in a minute. As for the other thing, how about... I've never used that one. The Fat Boy. Interesting. And for his leg part, how about... Ah yes, one of my favorite leg parts, which is ridiculous with its range. It says it has a neuro-horizontal range, but its vertical range is actually infinity plus 1. So, without further ado, it's time for... Boomerang Kuwanger! Boomerang Kuwanger!
I'll show you how strong I am.
It's time to have it our way at BK's stage. And my way is horrible puns that make you cringe. Anyway, this is the Lost Lamb missile. It strays. That's about it. Okay, this is a run-of-the-mill cannon with a shiny effect. But the real star of the show is this little thing. Look how gigantic that vertical range is. It goes on forever and ever. And it destroys everything, well, except bosses. But it's pretty much an excellent, great weapon of awesome. And you can just run along laying several to lag the game and kill everything on the screen. It's glorious! Super glorious, especially in this vertical tower level that we happen to be in. Super grand. The laser segment. My personal favorite strategy for this segment is who the heck cares? Which seemed to work well for me that time. Usually I get shot about every time. But apparently this time I got shot once. That's definitely an improvement. Hey guy, I'm afraid you're gonna have to explode eventually. Sorry we can't be friends. If I fire enough of this crazy missile, eventually it'll hit something. Vile's missile weapons overall are not of the highest quality. Luckily, he has other things to make up for it. Seriously, that weapon is just too good. Too good at lagging my PSP, that is. Up the vertical ladders, more... The elevator segment is much more dangerous than it was in X's game. I don't know if he had these flying guys to contend with, and he certainly didn't have as many spike-edge death platforms. Nevertheless, it's pretty easy. You can usually set up these just to kill anything incoming as well. I used this weapon a lot when I played the normal mode. But I'll try to show off as many weapons as I can as I play through for your benefit, because I am just that kind of guy. Or something like that. This section is actually rather boring. And that platform's kind of pointless. And you can... Up there used to be a heart tank, but with one of Vile's boomerang weapons, you can pick up items, and that's required for both the hard tank and the sub-tank in this boomerang Kuwanger stage. Yep, this part is thrilling and exciting. The strategy is to spam this thing until everything dies, just like the rest of the stage. I figured we need to kill at least one thing with Fat Boy before I forget that I have it. Come out of your little shell, Met. Ow. Mets seem to be strangely affected by this thing. I mean, like, if I shoot it and then they come out while it's already going, it doesn't seem to actually hit them sometimes. Or maybe it's just not kidding about that narrow horizontal range, but regardless, it is still a very great weapon. This video is also known as Shagg uses 1 out of 3 weapons and sings the praises of it endlessly. It is also known as Mega Man Maverick Hunter X Part 4 or something like that. This missile is pretty powerful actually, if you can actually hit things with it. And it doesn't really matter, because, well, Boomerang Kuwanger is probably going to go down easy with this missile. With any missile, really. I prefer using the Popcorn Devil, which was shown in... Chill Penguin, probably. Yeah, definitely Chill Penguin. It's funny how I always forget what's in my own videos. Like, my friends will watch them like a day after, and they'll say all the funny things that I said in the video, and I'll be like, when did I say that? It's worth noting, though, that they don't post all the funny things I said in the video, mixing them up with things I didn't actually say in the video as a comment, because that's a little bit annoying at times, to be honest. I'm not gonna name any names, and Frozen Earth is Shiverstar. Hey, Shiny! Aw, the Shiny disappeared. Now I have to deal with the enemies spawning all over again, despite me dropping a foot. I'm not sure if the original Mega Man X did that, but that's one thing that annoys me about this game a little bit. Like, if I kill that turret guy, and then I were to drop down here, hypothetically, the turret guy would be back for revenge and other things. Fat Boy, you're not impressing me. But anyway, it's kind of annoying how the enemies spawn when you move a foot away from where they used to be. It's like the platforming game equivalent of fighting a random encounter every step in an RPG, except not quite as tedious, and they do have the opportunity to give you power-ups if you do that. So I suppose it has its good points. How did I dodge the owl? Never ask how you dodged something when there is more of it on the way. Hey, welcome back, enemies I just killed, proving my entire point. Oh no! Vile is taking damage. By the way, as a vertical level, this level has many of the same side effects as Electman's level. That is to say, it is a long level and probably bad for speedruns. For all your Mega Man speedrun needs, see the channel of Kit4, or KitFox4, or Kit, or whatever he chooses to call himself with similar names these days. He's done a speedrun of like every stage.
Your mobility and attack power are very impressive. You'd make quite the adversary on the battlefield, Vile. If you think so, then you must know. You know which Reploid can usher in the future for us. Is this about your rivalry with X? Comparing specs directly, you come out on top, but what? Do you actually believe X is the one? No way. I'll save your operating this.
Shut up, Emo Vile. Nobody likes you. Anyway, Boomerang Kuwanger still manages to be a quite liked Maverick guy by me. And that is because when you talk to him as X is like, I don't want to fight! I'm a whiny protagonist! And Boomerang Kuwanger just goes, you don't want to fight? You're a Maverick hunter. A Reploid designed for fighting. It's like he speaks in italics, just to tell you how stupid X is. I don't really like the characters in Mega Man X. Bye, Boomer. This has been Shagg. That was Boomerang Kuwanger, aka Boomer Kuwanger, aka BK. Have it your way, Vile.